My name is Lex, and welcome to Love Freely. And don't mind my sleepiness, this is just me almost all the time. But I'm so happy that you're here. It's a pick a card day, it's a pick a card video. So you selected this because you felt called. Something about the title, something about the thumbnail had you feeling and resonating with whatever vibrations I'm putting out right now for you. And you thought to yourself, what messages are there for me? And Spirit has plenty, let me tell ya. But today we are focusing on this new moon energy, full moon energy. Interesting. New beginnings starting on a full moon for some of us. I like that. Just because it's a full moon doesn't mean we can't have new moon energy. Maybe for a lot of us, we didn't really start any new moon goals with a new moon, and now the full moon is giving us a chance, 111 when I say this, to really get back on the horse, get back in the saddle. I resonate with this. This is something I've been through, so thank you, Spirit. So, in this pick a card journey that we're all going to be a part of here, go to the timestamps and see where you can jump to depending on what group you pick, and there'll also be probably where you can jump to just to examine. I'm about to show you the cards, so you can take a look-see and decide which one's resonating with you. I've got these stacks of cards, tarot and oracle cards, and then each has a beautiful little crystal that I selected just for you. And these readings, these messages, they are, as we say, timeless, which means doesn't matter when you're watching this video. You clicked it for a reason, so don't give up on it, and just follow your heart where it's leading you, where Spirit's leading you in this video to see. Even if you just click however many minutes you want to click in, just to hear me channel a message from Spirit to you for like 30 seconds, and then you're done with the video. Still, if there's something meant for you here, I hope you find it. My love to you. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, and yeah, again, check the description, and you'll also find lots of information about where to find and follow me on other platforms. So again, my name is Lex, and it's really nice to be here and meet you all. Even though, you're looking at me, I'm not quite looking at you, but I'm here with you. Let me tell you that. Yeah, so let's get into it. I'm going to show you the cards, and then I've got 3 groups here. We're going to get into it. Let me say these messages they are in reference to the full moon. That was my intention. Oh, speaking of which, I almost didn't add the finishing touch. This beautiful, fresh moon water. So I'm just going to add a little drop of moon water from this full moon in Libra. Today is March 30th, 2021. Yes, a dash of this moon water for each of us. My love to you. Yes, so my intention with this moon water is filled with love, release, clarity. Feels good. It's the first time I've used it. It's fresh. Ooh, that feels good. We're releasing, my friends. All right. I'm so excited. Okay, let me show you the cards, and then you can go ahead and select who vibes with you most. So here we go. So here are your cards. Here are the 3 groups. I've got them backwards because Spirit told me to. So this is 1, 2, 3. And group 1, we've got this lovely I just learned I just asked Spirit how to say it right because I wasn't 100% sure. Herkimer. Thank you, Spirit. Herkimer diamond. Or Herkimer. Goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh my gosh, Herkimer. I'm gonna double check. But isn't it just beautiful? I love this. This is all about attunement, like crown chakra vibes, just balance. Beautiful, glorious white light. Then we've got this black amber, which, gosh, I just always want to eat it when I see it. I know. See that little droplet of moon water sitting there just for you? Protection, protection, protection. 111 when I say this. It's beautiful. It's also a little ancestral and all this and that. I should be waiting till I'm reading the cards to read the crystals for you, but I can't help myself. And then this glorious, oh, it's so delicious. It's actually brand new to my little crystal family here. Piece of amethyst. Good, healthy chunk of amethyst. It's glorious. I want to show you more of the color, but I don't want the moon water to roll off. You see it right there? So, once again, 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and take some deep breaths, whatever you need to do to be able to hear more clearly your own inner voice or spirit's inner voice, the voice of source, your intuition. Where are you headed? Where are you directed to between these three? What calls to you? 1, 2, or 3. And then go ahead and follow the timestamps to that group. And if you want to choose multiple groups, or if you just feel you're destined to hear all 3 of these, I welcome you to just watch the entirety of the video. My love to you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I'm really excited. After I showed the cards and talked a little bit more about the crystals, I mean, I've been excited, but I'm really excited now because I can feel that you're here. So thank you, and thank you, Spirit. And thank you, my guides and my angels, and all of that good stuff. Thank you, Moon. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Universe. So, group 1, let me tell you, when Spirit was helping me put this together, this is the heftiest stack of the whole 3 groups. You have the most cards in your stack, I'm pretty certain. You at least have the most tarot and emotions cards. So, goodness, I'm excited. Let's talk about your Herkimer diamond. And this is just how I say it. I have to look up the more proper way to pronounce it, but yeah. Normally I learn more about crystals before I buy them, but the interesting thing was that this was part of a necklace. And it's broken now, that's why these are separated, but I really had purchased it for the black tourmaline. It's just a quick side story. This was my first necklace I had bought for myself for protection. And I just thought that it was quartz. I guess I just didn't read the description of what I was buying close enough. I literally was just so focused. Spirit had me so focused and so called to this black tourmaline that I didn't even know. I just figured this was a clear quartz. And it wasn't until I started to see Herkimer diamonds more, like just in things that would show up to me online, that I started to be really drawn to them, and I just thought they were so juicy and beautiful. And I always say juicy when I describe really clear crystals. Like, here's my clear quartz. So juicy. Anyway, it's just how the way my brain sees it. And I was outside meditating, or I was cleaning, or I was doing something, and then it just occurred to me, I'm like, I feel like I have one of these. And I had no idea. And then I picked this up, I'm looking at it, and I'm just wondering, and I'm thinking, and I'm wondering. And then I looked up when I ordered the necklace, back when, and yeah, that's what this is. And I never even paid attention. So that's why I don't have the knowledge of the proper name. That's just my fun little story. But follow your heart, because Spirit gives you what you want and what you need. And sometimes it's confusing about either one, but at the end of the day, it ends up being exactly that. But I just love you all for being here, group 1. And again, a little bit about the Herkimer diamond is It is the strongest, I think, one of the strongest or the strongest type of quartz. Not as hard as a diamond, if because diamonds are very, very hard, but very hard, very strong, very, like, we'll say impenetrable. I feel like that's something that your energy is shooting for, going for, or leading towards, or maybe that's an advice for you, is to work on creating an aura of energy around you that's impenetrable. I'm hearing confirmation for that, so thank you, Spirit. And it's all about attunement, meaning like in touch with your inner self, your inner voice, Spirit's voice, source, just aligned, big crown chakra energy here, also all chakras, but very much that, just this orb of beautiful white light surrounding you. You're either in that energy right now, or this is something that you're being advised to work on right now. So as far as the full moon, I keep wanting to say new moon goes. It must be feeling like a new moon for a lot of you. As far as the full moon goes, this may have to do with what, oh, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, this may have to do with what is it that you are here to release, or what are you advised, being guided to release this full moon, so that you can have that clear, impenetrable, bright, white light aura that you so deserve. And I was about to say so desperately need or desperately want. So maybe some of you have just been feeling bogged down. 444, new foundations, as well as creativity and self-expression. So maybe there's some things you can release that utilizes your gifts, so you can, like your special talents and gifts creatively. So maybe that you can, creatively release these things. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but Spirit wants it to be heard over and over again. And that's what we'll do. All right, so I wonder if I should start here from how I selected them, or here. Okay, we're going to start at the top. All right, so here we're going to get into your tarot. I'm so excited. Ooh, okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse, my friends. All right, so this could be someone that you're dealing with, or this could be something that you're going through. We'll find out more. I'm gonna just straight up tell you, at first it feels like your energy. It just, to me, that just looks like your energy to me. Just right out the gate. And if you haven't watched any of my videos, or you're not familiar with how I, just what I'm called to channel for the collective and for personals and things like this, Spirit keeps it very, very cutthroat and truthful through me. So I just want you to all know that I am just a messenger. I'm a channel, and this is what I'm saying. I'm just saying what Spirit's telling me, and I'm just interpreting these cards for you that Spirit selected through me. And I love you. So anyway, Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This is not healthy money times, or money mind. Thank you, Spirit. It's it can be greed. It can be someone who's envious. It can also be someone who's very dependent on others, which isn't always a bad thing. And it's not always a bad thing to even be greedy. Maybe I'm honestly getting, for some of you, you could very well, share a lot. And so maybe this is a time where you're just like holding it for yourself, but we're going to find out if that's helping you or hurting you further. We'll find out. But yeah. And this could just be confirmation that this is for someone who is financially dependent on someone else, which again does not mean positive or negative kind of thing. It's just stating who we're dealing with here. For those of you that this could be someone in your life, there could be someone who's very jealous of you right now. So, I don't know if you've been envious of others. I don't know if you've been seeing others and being like, dang, ooh, okay. All right, well, two things. When we were talking about protecting the aura, right? Maybe there is someone who's very envious of you, and they are this greedy energy type of person, and that's who you're going to need to be protecting yourself from under the power of this full moon. But just using the energy of this full moon to kind of kickstart these goals or callings or energy shifts in the self and all this and that. So also, very well could be needing to protect yourself from someone who's envious, or needing to align yourself and attune yourself more to spirit to release your own enviousness towards other people. Thank you, spirit. And it happens. It's not a big deal. It's not to be ashamed of. It happens. We live in a world where we see everything in photos on the internet, and whether stuff is what it seems or is just a facade, it gets our mind rolling, and it's very easy to get sucked into scarcity mindset, which means you're thinking you don't have enough, you're thinking you can't have enough, all this and that. So let me continue pulling, because we just got one card out here and I'm just firing away with the channeling. Thank you, spirit, so much. Who do we have here? Ooh, goodness, my friends. Oh, my friends. Okay, yeah, I love you guys so much. Oh, yeah. Ask the tower. That is the tower. Stuff is just falling apart before your very eyes. Big, I want to say big ass changes. I feel like you're not going to mind me saying that. Big ass changes. For some of you, you don't want them to happen, but they are happening. Something has got to change. Once again, if this is someone you're dealing with that's envious and got all this nastiness projected towards you, they're having a tower moment because of what they're going through, and then they're observing you, and it's like they're envious of you, and then just everything in their life seems to kind of flip upside down, because they're just like feeling very low. And sometimes, the tower is all about not great foundation. So things built on a faulty foundation falling apart, because it held up for a while, but it's not going to last. So it's got to come down, because we change and we grow. Things happen. We get enlightened. We find out new things that we love and want to do and try and all these things. And sometimes it's built on a faulty foundation, so the tower has to come crashing down so you can build a new and stronger one. So they could be going through a tower moment for sure, because they're watching you, and it's just kind of making them rethink their lives or something like this. Some of you, with this such strong of a crystal, some of you may be light workers or psychics and or healers, and in that community. Hi. This is making the kind of changing their mind about a lot of things, and like causing them a lot of interchange that maybe you don't know about. I'm also getting compassion here. Maybe having compassion for these people that are envious of you, understanding that they're maybe going through this tower moment, and maybe that helps you kind of protect yourself more, because you start to come from a place of compassion when you think about them, or when they try to project onto you, instead of you taking it personal. You start to think like, well, I don't know what they're going through exactly, but clearly it's something difficult. And yes, here's a confirmation on that. For those of you that this is you, yeah, change is among you, and it's only to better you. If you have spent your whole life living in scarcity mindset, being like, I wish I had this, I wish I had that, and they have this and I don't, and all this stuff that's literally blocking you from, and I don't mean to be like making fun or whatever with that voice, but I've been there. I've been there. And being someone who has healed out of this and actively heals out of this, I can look back on myself, and that's how I see. I mean, not to shame my past self or anybody, but it's just when you reach a higher level of consciousness, knowing that you are worthy of having anything you want. 1, 2, 3, 4. When I was starting to say this, but I waited too long. It almost makes you want to giggle at all the worries that you had when you were thinking more of this scarcity mindset. And that's what this tower is going to bring you. So don't be afraid of the tower. It's got to come down. It's got to come crashing down. But one of the big meanings of the Tower is that it's unwanted change. So you probably didn't even know that something had to change, and you might be thinking, why in the world is this happening to me? I know my hair is a crazy mess, so we're just gonna go with it. Pretend I have a band right now. But anyway, yeah, it's gotta come down. Let's keep going. Two of Coins. There's you making a decision you gotta make. Multitasking. Yeah, just some options. Decision you have to make. Let's keep going. Ooh, 10 of Coins in reverse. Okay. This 10 of Coins in reverse, this is family conflicts, this is loneliness, this is, could be problems with the home, like foreclosure on a home. Dang, okay. Right now, I'm getting a strong feeling of like release happening, whether you like it or not, whether it's now or whether you're watching this a year from now. Something that you're going through is almost like literally, for some of you, I'm getting like pushing you out of your home. And home could be your physical place of living, or it could be like something in yourself that you've kind of just lived in, so to speak, for a while, and now you are being pushed. You're being pushed out of it, and it's time to make a decision. This could also be you. What was I just getting? I was just getting something with this 2 of Coins. It's like perhaps you were trying to hold all this up. Perhaps you were already kind of sitting around weighing a bunch of options about money, about what to do with your career, what's the best thing to do for your success in the future, your success in the present. And it's like you kind of just spent a lot of time weighing options. I like I said, I'm not sorry to say this because it's the truth coming from Spirit, but I realize how it sounds, and just please know I'm the messenger, okay? It's like you just took so much time weighing options over and over and over that that it's like Spirit was just like, okay, you know what? Tower's coming down. Tower's coming down, and it could leave you feeling lonely. It could leave you feeling lonely and having a lot on your mind, trying to choose what's the right thing to do, what's not the right thing to do. And it could have a lot to do with your home. Like I said before, if it's pushing you out of your physical home, this could be like divine intervention from Spirit telling you that where you are is just not, you're not meant there. Nope, can't have it. And then this Tower moment happens, and it's like a split decision is to be made. And it's like, thank you, Spirit. I'm getting like God made the decision. God made the decision to, doesn't look like kind of like a, a godly hand. It's like God's making your decision for you. You've been sitting around just like, oh goodness, yeah, I feel like this is someone who's just been like, it's not that you don't have it together, but you've just been feeling like you don't have it together. And you have the privilege of being in an environment where, or having people in your life that do help you, especially financially. Maybe you're not living large or anything like that. It's not like people are just throwing tons of money at you, but you survive, you make it work. But it's just because you've kind of felt like scarcity. Like I said, scarcity. It's like, and that does kind of make you a little envious of others when you see them succeeding, because you don't understand why it's so hard for you to have your footing, to have this stability around you. Dang, thank you, Spirit. Wow, group 1. Okay, so yeah, the Spirit's pushing you to this Tower moment because it's gonna help you make a decision. But something about some loneliness coming from the decision, or loneliness right now as you make your decision. Something about that. And conflicts with family, I mean, if it's for a very specific few, it may just be like, you really deciding to leave like a house that you live with family members or something because shit just kind of feels like it's hitting the fan with this Tower moment. And you're just like, you know what? Do I stay? Do I go? Do I stay? Do I go? Okay. Yeah, you're just feeling blocked. That's the High Priestess in reverse. You don't know what to do. Oh, group 1. You got this Tower going on, or like you're waiting. It's almost like maybe you're in waiting up for the Tower, and you just don't know what to do right now. You've got so many. It's like you got so many things you could choose to do, or you've got so many options that you've run through your mind. Thank you, Spirit. Some of them end in loneliness. Some of them end in family being mad at you. Some of them end in losing what you have built or what you have. This may be related to following your true path, especially with this. I mean, this is a really high energy quartz. Like, I feel like you're someone who has really strong creative or intuitive abilities, and you might not really be aware of what your abilities are, but you may be learning this just by watching this video right now. But it's like, you know, there's something else meant for you out in the world, though. And when you try to consider what that may be, and when you try to follow in your mind, like in a fantasy type way of like, well, what if I just did this because I enjoy this, or what if I just did this because I feel like I'd be good at this, or this calls to me, which if something calls to you, it's meant for you. That's your inner truth. That's your truest self showing you. Like when you daydream about it, that's your inner self literally showing you visions of what you're capable of and what is meant for you in this lifetime. And I thank you so much, Spirit, for these messages. But anyway, yeah, and I thank you once again for being here. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. You can do this 100%. That's from my heart. That's of course from Spirit as well. But you can do this. I've so been here, in a similar situation. And it's like you know you're meant for something. You don't really know exactly what, but you know what calls to you. You're interested. You see yourself attempting and like taking really great risks on yourself, but you know that things could end. You start to get a little bit more in the scarcity mindset because you're like, I can't do that because my mom would freak out. My mom would hate me. Or I can't do this because I would lose my house. I wouldn't be able to pay for my mortgage. I'd have to move back in with blah, 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 blah. Or I wouldn't be able to pay my this. Or I wouldn't be able to have my same credit cards. Or I wouldn't be able, something about like losing out on something that you've already attained. Also, you're like, or if I do this, I might be really lonely because that means I might have to move to this new place that I want to work in, or like new city or new, stuff like this. So it's like your intuition is blocked on what to do about it. I feel like you're clear on something's got to change. That's why this Tower is happening though. So even though it might feel like, oh, holy moly, why is this happening to me? Be blessed for this. You are blessed for this because this is what's really gonna just quiet all that confusion nonsense out, wipe it out clean. And it's like when the smoke clears, think about a tower literally crashing down and burning up. It's on fire, it's crashing down, and then the next day everything's quiet, cleared out, a little smoky maybe, but cleared out. Now whenever you're ready, you can lay the first brick back down again and build that new foundation exactly how you see fit this time. And we go through several Tower moments, more than several, over and over and over and over and over, in different times of our lives. Sometimes on larger scales, sometimes on a smaller scale. But wow, I feel for you here. Let's keep going. 10 of Wands in reverse. Lots of reverse energy here, but that doesn't mean it's bad. It's just to me, when I see a lot of reversed energy, sometimes it can just altogether feel like a twisted heart, something twisted, blockage, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get through this. Let's see. Yeah. This is you taking a break. This is you wanting freedom. This is you contemplating freedom. This is you really going for it. This is you saying no to doing. I feel like I can say bad words to you for some reason, like not, say cussing words to you. I was going to say, you just, You don't want to deal with shit that's not for you anymore. And you're ready to have your freedom. You're ready to say, that's what it is, thanks, right? You're ready to say no to shit. You're ready to say no to shit, 2255, when I say this. You're ready to say no to shit. Yeah. After this tower, it's like, nope. Nope. I'm free. I'm free to, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm free. You're saying I'm free to rebuild this however I'd like. I'm free to live my life however I'd like. Thank God for the tower coming down so that I can see this clearly. No, I'm saying no to anything that doesn't align with my new insight, my new clarity that I found about myself. 2332. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Maybe taking a break from some people. Maybe it does start to pan out a little on the lonely side. But not that, like, no one has your back or anything, but you just purposely choose to be lonely at this point because, you're ready to make your decision. I'm coming back to the other cards now with a different light. You're ready to make the decision. You're making the decision now that the tower's done. Tower's all gone, all ready for rebuilding, restructuring. And you're like, yeah, you know what? No, don't want to do that anymore. I realize that I'm made for this in this time of my life. My present self wants this, and I see my future self as this. And from now on, I'm taking a break from all the bullshit. Thank you, Spirit. And I deserve my freedom. I'm getting my freedom. I love this. Look at that, 6 of Cups. Gorgeous. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's just beautiful. This is reunions. This is gifts. This is also nostalgia. This looks like a couple in there, doesn't it? You may be thinking about when you were in a happier place, maybe. Maybe there was some type of breakup and, interesting. I'm getting that maybe you're currently with somebody. Sorry, my nose is itching. You could be currently romantically involved with somebody, and it's like now you're looking back at when you felt more free with them. And it's like, oh my goodness, this is very intense. I'm personally starting to resonate with this in a lot of ways as well. Interesting. So, wow. Okay. So what I'm getting is you're starting to reminisce on when you were more free together. It looks like a young couple, right? Almost like two teens to me. When you were more free, and it's like you may have built stuff with this person. You may very well have been the Queen of Coins energy right side up, which is very, self-sufficient and all this stuff. You may have built this tower with someone else, and it's not that you guys are splitting up, but maybe the tower had to come down so you guys could get back to your freedom. To that innocence, that nostalgia that you guys look back on and go, wow, like, what happened? When did we allow the stress to come in? Interesting. Yeah, some of you may be downsizing. I'm seeing some downsizing as far as home goes. My candle went out. I gotta start a new candle. I know this is loud. I'm very sorry. I don't know why I say sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. Goodness. Please excuse me, Spirit. I know you don't mind. Yeah, my nose is itching a lot. That happens when I am channeling. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. Lovely. I like it. Oh, and look, the tower seceded. Seceded? Is that how you say that? Right as we were communicating, and now I just put a new one up. That's you, baby. And I want to say you too. I mean, it could just be you. You could just be reflecting on your own nostalgia if you're not romantically involved with someone. But I feel strongly that this is for someone specific at this moment, or a group of people specific, that it's like you're working together with someone in your life. Could be even a friend, doesn't have to be romance, or a sibling even, where you're just like, why can't we get back to when things were simple? This could even just simply be symbolic of a conversation that you have, when maybe someone in your life is like, what's going on with you? And you're like, look, I'm just taking a break. I don't want to do shit I don't want to do anymore. I want to go back to this. I want to go back to when things just felt more free, more simple. And maybe you're tapping into your inner child and reflecting on those days to find out what it is you are so passionate about, what you've always been good at. And then this is going to help guide you and propel you to the next step, to building that new foundation. But I love this narrative I'm seeing here for someone, though, with this couple. It's like this couple, they almost, it's like they got everything that they want, all this financial stability on all this stuff. But then it's like you two look at each other one day, all this tension's building because there's stress between you two, or stress on one end, and so it's making the other stressed out. And then the tower moment happens, and then it's like you guys just look at each other and you go, what happened to all this? Where did it all go? And I see you downsizing. I see you going from a home to a van or a tiny house. I see you from going from super stable, big fancy job to let's just travel the world for a month. Like stuff like this. Like you're really just getting down to the basics is what I'm hearing. You're really getting down to the basics, and I'm all for that. And especially with the unpredictability of life in general, but especially these times that we're in, like go for it. Like live it out. Like do whatever you need to do that makes you happy. I love this for you, actually. Look at this. Wheel of Fortune. And you have luck on your side. Such good fortune, such good luck on your side for this. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, yes. And this is also reassurance and confirmation to tell you that life keeps going. So you either do what you want, what you love with it, or you don't. And if you choose to do something a little risky, or take a chance on yourself, or restart even though it's scary, or whatever it is, even if it doesn't turn out exactly how you planned, like life will keep going. Just like when you thought your previous situation prior to this tower moment that you've been in, just like when once upon a time in the far past you thought that's all you wanted, and then you get it 30-30 when I say this, and then you realize, crap, what's going on? Tower moment happens, and what happened then? Life just kept on going. But this is very important for you to know that you have such good luck on your side, good fortune on your side with this. I feel like it's a journey, like a physical journey. Like I feel like you're going somewhere. Yeah. But it could be an internal journey as well. Just finding more innocence and freedom within the self. And once again, protect, this kind of hints at that. Oh, I couldn't tell if the siren was my music or in real life. But anyway, we go back to this little Herkimer diamond here to say, oh my gosh, my eyes are itching. Sorry. That's a new one. Yeah, to say that, in attunement, alignment, right? This is just you coming into your truest self, your divine self, makes you, your fountain of source that you have access to, and you always have. But you just got blocked intuition for a little while because of stress and who knows what else going on in your life. And now this tower moment has brought you back to the light and the grace and the open crown chakra that you've needed to be able to see all that's waiting for you. All your worth. And who do we have last? Death card. Transformation. Big changes. Time to move on. Rebirth. You are taking your freedom back. You are going back. You're inspired by the far, far past of your youth, or at a young point in your relationship. This could be like an older couple. You could be an older an older couple that's looking back on a youthful relationship that you both had, or maybe just separately you're both looking at your childhoods and being like, I don't do this anymore, and I've always loved it and I still love it, or I don't feel this way anymore and I don't know why I have to sacrifice that just because I'm a little bit older now. And you go back to finding this freedom. You've got luck on your side. You realize life keeps on going. The tower is not the end all be all of everything. It's actually the beginning. Yes, Spirit, thank you. Rebirth. It's actually the beginning of your transformation. Wow, beautiful. And so once again, with this, relaying this to the energy of the full moon, Spirit is asking you to let the tower come down. That's your advice. Let the tower come down. Let the tower come down and release anything that's not in alignment with who you really truly are. And you might not be able to know who that is. Who am I? Who am I? You might not be able to see who that is until after the tower comes down. So let it come down. Thank you, Spirit. All right, now I've got some emotions cards. These are just intuitive words and phrases on a homemade deck that I've made. Card deck that has some have faces and stuff like this. So, oracle cards. All right, look at this. Allow. On a 7 too. That's feelings. Allow the deep feelings. Allow the deep digging. Allow the tower to fall. Look, you see the 6. Look into the past. Look back on what used to make you happy. There's that nostalgia again, right? 6 of Cups. 6 is also the number of lovers. Look at each other. Look at your lover. Communicate. Look at where you are now versus where you maybe have had 3, 4, 4, 3. Maybe some better, more happier times in the past. However it works. Appear. I feel like this is look how it appears, like what I was just saying. Look around. This can also be show up for yourself, like appear, like let yourself appear, let your feelings and let your desires and let your dreams and everything that you've wanted and used to love or whatever inspires you or used to inspire you and still does, let that stuff appear. Meditate, let it come up. Thank you, Spirit. Breathe. More on meditation, Breathe. And you see that 9? I feel like this is also confirmation of saying breathe because luck is on your side. You can do this. 9 is the number of Jupiter, luck, good fortune, all that expansion, which resonates with which is connected with the Wheel of Fortune card, which you had received. So breathe, and God's going to take care of it. Spirit's going to take care of it. Breathe, feel this stuff, see this stuff. Let it come to you. Don't force it so much. You're going to figure it out. The tower is not the end. The tower is the beginning for you. Thank you, Spirit. Vision. And then plot exactly what you want. Look at that 3. Self-expression. I mean, that's like childlike creativity of just, this is who I am and this is what I love to do. However you love and choose to freely express yourself to the world, how you want to be seen in the world. Who is it that you want your future self to be? Who is it that you want your present self to be? Why were you so envious of others? What is it that they had that you wanted? Put all these pieces together. Plot that vision. Honestly, just think. I'm receiving right now. Just thinking about it, just daydreaming and thinking about it, can do wonders for Spirit in bringing it to you. You don't even have to work so hard because you just went through this tower. So don't force a really big go-getter energy. Just let it happen. It's more about feeling for you right now. But even just laying in bed before you go to sleep and just thinking about what you want, or writing a little note to yourself, or doodling it out, like things that you want in your life, that's going to go a long way for Spirit to help you get this. And your rebirth is available for you should you let this tower come down. Let the tower come down. And these are some spirit animal cards. Another homemade deck that you received here. Look at this. So nice. Okay, so we've got the skunk, which again, another 6. Something about a couple here, I feel. Skunk. Very confident. Not stinky. Stinky's not on here. You guys are funny. Very confident. Very prepared. But also, well, I guess, there's stinky. but we call it foul. So, excuse me, my nose is going off for you guys. Yeah, I mean, this is to have confidence in yourself that everything's going to be okay. I feel like your, like, Achilles heel here is wanting to be overly prepared. I think right now is just to let it happen, and then when you're ready to really plot your vision, then you can start preparing. But don't feel like you have to have it all figured out right now. Right now, just let it happen, let it flow, and then you can take the time to be prepared like you like to. In the mix of this all, especially with all the emotions going on for you, this is just a reminder that some people might find you repulsive during this time, whether that means you're stressed, so you're putting out this energy towards others, or you're changing, so it makes others uncomfortable, and this and that. Like I said, if you're dealing with someone who's envious of you, that could be how they see you, unfortunately. But this, again, come back to what this Herkimer diamond can provide for you and create a nice aura of white light around you while you're healing, while you're feeling, protecting you from anyone who's looking at you, trying to judge you during this time, because we don't need judgment at all. Not from anyone in the 3D world, but you definitely don't feel like handling it, or don't need to handle it, or shouldn't have to handle it during a time of this big rebirth, death process, tower process. You're going to need a lot of nurturing. That's why you get all these sixes, all this love, and all this attention from Jupiter telling you that it's going to be okay. Life's going to keep going. Luck is on your side. It's going to come out. You're going to come out on top in this situation. It's all for a reason. And here you are. I feel like this is your advice as far as the spirit animals go, because this is kind of like a childlike energy here, the butterfly. Very beautiful, very gorgeous. So yeah, expressing yourself, but a pleasurable life. Just living for the sake of pleasure instead of living for the sake of money, living for the sake of structure, living for the sake of all this stuff that you thought was going to make you happiest. It didn't. Live for the sake of pleasure, but also this is just, to keep you aware that with all this pleasure that you're living, it could be easy to fall into a sensation or a momentum of fast life, which is more like it's more out of alignment, where it could be you just like totally reckless, like doing all kinds of stuff that's bad for your body or bad for your spirit and stuff, because you're just throwing caution to the wind every moment, which is totally fine to take a risk on yourself, but balance is everything, right? And party, do your thing, like whatever brings you joy, but just be mindful of your balance in your life so that you're not hurting yourself more than pleasing yourself. You see what I'm saying? Especially in the long run. But I think this is interesting that it's technically written on what we would call an Ace of Cups, if we were reading this as tarot, or as cartomancy, however you want to say that, which is a proposal, a marriage, like a new relationship, a new love. So really just enjoy your spouse, your lover, or some of you may be like a brand new parent. Really enjoy time with your new child, or maybe it's not a brand new child. Maybe it's an older model child. and just spend time with them and enjoy life. And I love this for you. I didn't really see any cards about retirement, but right now I'm getting the sense of maybe you're someone who just wants to retire early. Maybe you've made a very financially secure situation for yourself, and you're just like, I'm done making money. I just want to enjoy my life. Hey, I feel you on that. And look at this. This is the Vortex deck by Gabriella Rosie. I forgot to say that. I'll put the deck's information in the description. The other tarot deck I was using is called the Fountain Tarot. But anyway, get sweaty. This is something you could do right now. Of course, if you're in bed. Whoa. There's ways to get sweaty in bed, you know what I'm talking about. So, anyway, I could literally hear some of you being like, but I'm by myself. And then a lot of my Scorpio parts in my chart were kind of like, well, You don't always need a partner, baby. But anyway, yes, get sweaty. That this is something that can kind of jumpstart this. It can either jumpstart the transition that you're wanting from Tower Moment to this beautiful moment of clarity. It can also be a way to, thank you, Spirit, it can also be a way to cope with your Tower Moment right now. So if it's just all coming down and you just don't know what to do, you may be someone who enjoys exercise and wants to go on a nice walk. I'm also seeing the opposite of exercise, which is just laying completely still, but I'm seeing like laying in the sun. You may need some sun, and that, you know, laying at the beach is what I was seeing mostly. I'm in Florida, so that's very accessible for me, but laying in the sun, and I'm blessed for that, I'll say. But laying in the sun, like I said, sex, it may be time to like really connect physically with your partner or connect physically with yourself. You can have sex with yourself. Ain't nobody stopping you from that. This is not for kids. I'm making sure of that in the video specifics or whatever, so don't worry. But yeah, get sweaty. I mean, to be really extra symbolic, it could also just be do the work, the emotional work, the energy work that this tower is asking you to do, or not asking but forcing you to do. So just if you feel anxious from it, thank you, Spirit. Yeah, if you feel anxious from it, if you feel worn out and beat up from it, be beat up, be anxious, let it be what it is. I love that. Thank you, Group 1. Wishing you love and light. Sending you all the power that I've harnessed here in this beautiful moon water of this full moon in Libra to help you release and let go and let this Tower Moment unfold, bringing you to your rebirth. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for being here. And again, please excuse my sleepiness. I'm not always this sleepy, but I just, it's later than I normally do readings, and I just really wanted to read. And I'm glad I did, because this was beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Group 1. And I'll see you next time. Hit me up for personal readings or whatever else I can do for you. Thank you very much. All right, Group number 2. Let me pack this up a little bit. Group number 2. I'm going to be honest with you, group number 2. Group number 1's took a lot of energy out of me already. I was already sleepy, but now I am extra sleepy. So, let's get started. So hopefully you can just listen to my words and not look at my eyes and my face and how tired I am. Anyway, my spirit is got a lot of energy. My body, not too much energy, but it's all good. We got the black amber for you. This is all about psychic protection. Just protection. Thank you, Spirit. It's very ancestral. It can also be connected to the navel chakra. It's my dog coughing. He's okay. He just has a condition, but he's all right. So confidence, joy, just anything to do with the core. Could also, I'm seeing sunlight, just like that radiant yellow glow. Just joy, protection. And I say ancestral because, specimens of amber can date back to we're talking hundreds of millions of years ago. So it's just this instinctual thing in us humans. When we're around amber, it just brings us joy. Just something about it just connects to us and brings us joy. So perhaps you're needing a little more joy in your life and a little more protection for sure. This is psychic attack protection. You may be someone who does psychic work, or it may just mean psychic attack in the sense of, someone at the grocery store didn't like that you cut them off, and so they're thinking of you as bad names in their mind. Hold on. Okay. I think he's good. Alright. So, once again, excuse my sleepiness. We gonna do this. Alright, let's get into the tarot. Let me get a sip of water. And thank you for being here. Alright. Where are we starting? Whoa, okay. There's a lesson you still gotta learn. The world in reverse. Alright. That's not a bad thing. This is kind of a common theme, I can already tell already, because there's this theme of like everyone just needs to release. Everyone just needs to let go. Everyone on the planet, whatever you're worried about, let it go. Because you're not going to find it by grabbing onto it and digging or whatever imagery you want me to use. You just got to let it come to you. Let it happen. Let Spirit do Spirit's work. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. This is unfinished lessons. Yeah, there's something that you haven't learned all the way yet, so you're probably revisiting it. It can also be delays and problems with travel, which, you know, I'm not surprised if that's the case, but I initially am feeling something you haven't finished learning yet, so you're learning it again here today. All right, that's fine. Oh, I like me a Knight of Wands. This is a very creative person, very what's the word? Feisty? Is that the word? It's more of like a free-spirited, even like a little bit lusty. Like just, I don't know. Like just like this fun, more masculine energy, but it doesn't have to be a man. It could be, you could identify as whatever gender you identify as. But yeah, it's like this masculine energy that you come across that's just like at a party, and he's like the artsy guy, and he's also DTF, and he's just living life. Like he's just living life. Creative, fun, just all the things that I mean you need right now. I feel like could be somebody in your life. This could be someone that you're dealing with. That's why there's a lesson about your interaction and connection and relationship with them that you haven't yet learned fully. Yeah, I don't know if it's like an ex or if it's just somebody that, honestly, for some reason I'm getting like it's maybe somebody that you had a crush on, that just like you kind of got over them, but then they like keep reappearing, and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't want to fall for this person. But I don't know. Or maybe someone new coming into your life. If it is a suitor, like a romantic relationship, they could remind you of someone similar from your past, and you're just like, why do I keep running into potential, lovers that act this way? And Spirit's like, well, because you haven't learned something to do with these people. Or if this is you, it's something about getting creative. Honestly, it could be like a creative school that you want to go to or something, but something about being creative and letting that teach you something that you maybe don't even know you need to learn. Let's keep going so we can confirm this. Okay. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, do we have a lot of suitors? I want to keep pulling the cards just so I can see. Okay, Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What? What am I looking at here? Okay, well, let's break this down. Ace of Swords, this is like stress, mental blocks. This could also be dishonesty. And then what am I looking at here? We've got this Emperor, so demanding respect, very leadershiply, very, father figure. A lesson you haven't learned yet. Okay. I'm gonna keep pulling because I gotta see this for what it is here. Because for some of you, this could be a situation where your dad it could be a situation where your dad is teaching you something, and and he's got this very like respectful energy, and then you're just very like, whatever, bro, it's cool, it's all good. But what you don't know is that he's teaching you something. But this I'm getting heavy dishonesty from this off the get-go, so I'm not sure what that's about, so we'll keep pulling just for now. Oh my gosh, Page of Swords in reverse. Interesting. Okay, and where do we end? Ooh. Okay, alright. Okay. What am I looking at for you, group 2? So, some bad news. Some bad news and some teamwork. Three of Wands is teamwork. Could also be travel. Expansion. Dang. All right. What? Oh goodness, group 2. What am I looking at here? Is this romantic? For some. For some, this is romantic. For some, this is family. Let's start with whoever is resonating with this on a romantic level. There's a lesson you're yet to learn. Honestly, I'm taking this as you have 2 suitors. You have one, like, and when I say suitors, I mean potential love interests. Like, you have one, or maybe you are dating them both and you're just, like, juggling them both. I don't know. But you have one that's very creative, they're polar opposite. Almost polar opposite. Very creative, very free-spirited, very just like, chill, yeah, love it, let's party, let's just like do things and vibe. And then you've got this guy where he's like, I'm daddy, I'm the boss, I demand respect, I will lead us. And he's not like rude about it, it's very divine masculine, but it's not this at all. This is like, yeah, la da da da, and this is like, I'm on my throne, this is where I stay, you will not catch me wallowing and jumping in a field, like this guy. So they're two very different people. And again, gender is up to you. Whatever your experience is, wherever this is resonating. But this feels like 2 different suitors. And then this is some dishonesty. So like I said, if you're juggling these 2 people, you may be lying to them both. Because you don't want them to feel either which way, because you're kind of not sure about who to give your most attention to, or maybe you just like having the both, who knows. This is bad news. And then this is expansion and teamwork. It's like I want to bring more cards out. But I know I'll be here all night if I do that. It could also be weakness. Like a weak youthfulness. Working together. Interesting. Okay, for someone really specific, I'm just saying. It's almost like you may be breaking the news to them that like that you, like, maybe they both don't know about each other or don't know too much about each other, and then you kind of break the news to them that you've kind of been lying and that you have been seeing, you know, the other guy or person. And then, like, that's this bad news. You're bringing them bad news. And then there's this teamwork. This is expansion. This could just be, like I said, you're still learning your lesson on this. On maybe, I'm hearing treating people this way. Not saying that you're a bad person. I'm saying you may be learning your lesson on you can't have your cake and eat it too all the time. And this could just be you expanding based off the consequences that come from this. You know, working as a team with either or both of them to figure out a solution. But yeah, in reference to the full moon, it's like weighing out your options, and that's what you're releasing. You're releasing this lie. You're releasing this lie by telling them, and then now you can move on. Oh, maybe, okay, this is travel as well, so maybe you're having issues. This is travel issues again at the beginning, as that's what that can resonate with as well. Maybe you're going on a trip or something. You kind of got to break it. You got to kind of break it to these people that's what's happening. And then you go on your merry way. But also, like I said, that could be a separate group of people. This could just be indicative of expansion of the self, because you come clean with these people, and it forces you to kind of collaborate with them on where this takes you next, and expand yourself and your consciousness. Now I'm seeing the other group, okay, the family group. I'm seeing it clearly now. This is you. There's someplace you want to go to. I don't know if it's for school. You know, I was saying art school before. I don't know if it's an art school or something like that, but there's someplace you want to go because quite literally you haven't learned something yet. You're wanting to go to learn something, literally learn. And you're having trouble going there in a travel aspect because maybe of just travel issues in general. But this is your actual father. Your actual father is looking at you like thinking he has everything secure. He's the man of the house. He knows where everyone's mind is at. He's got all his ducks in a row. And here you are. You're like a secret little Knight of Wands that just at night just comes alive in your room or wherever you are in relation to where your father is. And you just daydream about traveling and going about, learning more stuff about yourself and about the world and about what you're capable of just abroad and around. It could be even going to a different country. And you've been lying to your dad about wanting to do this. It's almost like you've been telling him like, oh yeah, I'll keep working in the family business, or oh yeah, no, my job's going great, or oh yeah, da da da. But really, you just are so fascinated with more. There's more. And this could also be stress of your father as well. Your father could be feeling stressed, so you don't really want to stress him out more. Maybe he's a typically stressed person. He appears that way. And so, but one and the same, you could be dishonest with him because of that fact, because you're just like, I don't know how to tell you this. But then here it comes. You break the bad news to him, which it's good news for you, but you break it's bad news to him, and you approach it that way. But here you are. You guys end up working together, hopefully. But nonetheless, this is travel and expansion. You go on your merry way anyway. You could just be like, I'm doing this, mic drop, peace out. Like, not even wait for his response, and you just got to go on your merry way. I don't sense that this is coming to like a cruel end or anything. I sense that this is a great beginning. I feel like your release here for the full moon is just to release the lie. Set it free. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Tell this emperor the truth. Tell this emperor the truth. And if you are the emperor, this is really, we're getting in it now. If you are the emperor here, you've just got to set this person free. This person is afraid to come to you and tell you what they really want, what they're being called to do. And you have just got to let them have this. You've just got to got to set them free. You got to let them be free. All right, let's get into these next little oracle cards here. So I've got these emotions cards, group 2. This is a homemade deck, just intuitive words and phrases on playing cards. And we've got, okay, you're going to laugh at me because when I made this deck, I must have been tired or not caring because I spelled this word wrong. But can you tell I'm a workaholics fan because I spelled it like the guy's last name, Divine. But anyway, Divine. For those of you who are, no matter who you are here, I'm getting focused on the Knight of Wands because I feel like you have the most anxiety right now because you've got to become truthful. And for those of you that have the other scenario where this is like some kind of love triangle, still goes for you as well. Everything that's happening is meant to be happening. But focusing on you as a Knight of Wands, if that's your energy, this is your path. You've got to go do it. You've just got to. And you've got to, I mean, it's really hard to break the truth to this person that you really respect, that you almost fear, but like not in like a bad, violent, scary way. You just fear disappointing him or them. You know, it doesn't have to be, identify as a male, but this is divine. You've got to do it. And this is 6. I've written on a 6 card, and that's the number of lovers. So no matter who you resonate with, as far as the scenarios go that I've received here from Spirit through me, everything comes down to love, and you've got to pour from your own cup. So you've got to love yourself first and give yourself what you deserve, and everyone else will follow along with that, even if it's rough at first. I'm hearing. So that's for you, Knight of Wands, mostly. And what we got here? Only hurts for now. Yeah, it's scary. It's hard to tell someone something that you don't want to tell them. It is. It's really hard, especially if you think they're going to be upset. And if you're the Emperor, it's hard to let someone go. If you're the scenario with the love triangle, it's hard to let people go. Or be let go of, but it only hurts from now, bad times and good times, they're both only temporary. That's the gift, you know what I mean? Because it encourages us to be more focused on the present, so that we can really, become present and enjoy the good times when we have the good times. And it also encourages us to be present when we're in the bad times, knowing that whatever we can do to soothe them and survive them is going to be worth it, because it doesn't continue to last. It does not last forever. It does not last forever. It doesn't. It does not. I can't say that enough. It doesn't last forever. So only hurts from now. This is divine. I mean, that's a beautiful message. That's cut clear. Thank you, Spirit. And now we've got some spirit animal cards, also homemade deck. Thank you, Spirit. All right. Okay, yeah, this is you right now, the rat energy. You've been sneaking around. You've been sneaking around with something, which is okay, but it's time for the truth to come out. The full moon is asking you to release this lie, set yourself free. And any change that you're afraid of happening, that could be negative or whatever you're afraid of, you have the skill to adapt. Rats are so adaptive. They just make it happen. They survive. They multiply. If you ever had any kind of rat situation or known someone with a rat situation in their house, they know how to survive no matter what. I don't want to think about hurting them, but sometimes it happens. But anyway, you're going to be able to adapt to whatever changes come from you releasing yourself from this lie. But Spirit wants to know that they know that you feel misunderstood, and they know that you're scared of being misunderstood, and it very well can happen. But again, it's what you're meant to do. You've got to follow your path, my darling. You have to. And any pain that you get from this, or that you may feel like that you stir up or whatever, it's going to be temporary. What's going to feel best is that you took a chance on yourself and went for this. If you don't, you're just going to keep this lie going, and you're just going to keep suffering, right? So you've got to just accept, you've got to make the change, release the lie, and just accept what comes from it and take it from there. You got this. And look at this. Cool. I feel like this is Spirit being with you, right? This is your ancestors being with you. Your ancestors are calling you to do this. That's why you take it so seriously and keep it so deeply to yourself, even if you're, even if it means lying. Wisdom. You are more wise than you think. That's why you have been called to do this. That's why you've been called to hear these messages. That's why you've been called to contemplate this. That's why you've been following your heart, because you have wisdom. Social. This could be turning to like a group of friends that's going to support you, or some kind of group or some kind of person. I'm here. I'll say that. That's going to support you through this transition, especially if it seems that you get a negative reaction from the people around you. But I just want to say, don't anticipate that. Spirit and I want to let you know, don't anticipate the negativity, because that's manifesting it. But it's understandable to know that if you've been lying to someone, it's understandable that they may have a negative reaction. And find people that will make you feel secure in your decision and will make you feel validated and comforted, because you don't need to hold any grief or anything towards yourself. You did the best that you could in the moment that you did, and now it's time to release it. And in a way, you knew this day would come. You hoped it wouldn't have to still happen this way, but you knew it would come. And you're strong enough to do this. That's why you're faced with it. Thank you, Spirit. Mysterious. That's you. Like I said, you may have to be a little incognito with it even after you tell the truth. You may have to just be like, here's the truth, gotta go. That might be the best way for you to cope. It's not nothing like hateful or hurtful, but it might just be the best way to protect yourself, right? This is protecting you from psychic attacks that may come your way once you give your truth, that people might be thinking, why is he, she, they doing this? Why? Like, why, maybe not thinking badly of you, but just not accepting of your decision and not accepting of how you chose to lie. And this is going to protect you from that, so you can just stay focused on your path and just keep doing this. And it does suck that you waited this long, and that it's like you've got a big old chip on your shoulder now, but it's going to feel so good when you release it, I promise. And that sounds like a dirty thing, and what can I say? But anyway, but this can also just be confirmation of how you've been mysterious already. And 5 is the number of change. Change is here for you. All right, here's some ways you can activate the courage to release, and also activate the protection that you require to continue with this journey once you have made the choice to tell the truth and continue on with your plan. So here it is right there, confirmation. Call your best babe. This is the Vortex deck by Gabriella Rosie. I'll have it in the description. Call your best babe. Again, with that koi energy, you might have to just reach out to people that are gonna have your back on this, to remind you why you gotta do this, because you're meant to do this. What else we got, Spirit? Laugh. Enjoy yourself. I get again, with the only hurts for now, you're gonna laugh about this down the road when you fulfill something in your life and complete a lesson that you're desperate to learn. Down the road, you're gonna laugh about why did I even lie like that? Possibly even in the near future when you, goodness gracious, he scared me. In the near future, when you do tell the truth, they might not even react how you have anticipated. And like I said, don't try your best not to anticipate anything. 0 expectations. I say that to myself so much. I go, 0 expectations. 0 expectations, to keep myself from creating that anxiety, because you can attract that. You're a very powerful person, just by being a human, but especially if you're got this creative, fertile energy. Like, don't manifest it. You know what I mean? Just 0 expectations, and they may surprise you. It may not be that bad. They may wish you well with a big fat kiss. They may be like, oh, you need some money on the way? What do you need from me? Could also just be to laugh with your friends. Let them make you laugh. Let them, if you feel so uncomfortable, joke about it. Joke about it with your friends in order to cope. Comedy is a great way to cope. Maybe your calling is to go try stand-up comedy. Try to be a comedian somewhere far away from where you live. I don't know, but Spirit does, and you do. Thank you, Spirit. 11122. When I say this, do absolutely nothing. You may be thinking to yourself, well, what am I going to do if they react this way? How about just don't do anything about it? How about just keep being you? Pat yourself on the back for all that hard work of telling the truth, because it is hard to tell the truth. Thank you, Spirit. 11144. And then do nothing. Just let them feel it. Do your absolute best. Make your peace known. Say it from a place of love, calmness, coolness, compassion, the best you can. Honesty, yes, from a place of pure honesty. And then don't do anything. It's in their court now, and they know what your plan is, and you're on your way now, and they can handle it the way that they choose to handle it. I always say we play roles in each other's lives, and if you're following your truth, you're doing absolutely what you're meant to do, and it will guide others to follow their truth, whether you realize it or not, and it will guide others to learn and change their perspective, whether it happens immediately or 10 years from now. But what's most important is your quality of life, what you want from yourself, what your gut, your intuition, your inner self is telling you to do. That's what matters. Do that first, and everything else follows after that. And sleep on it. Maybe you're thinking about, this is take a nap. Maybe you're thinking about, how am I going to say it? What am I going to do? Maybe write a couple ideas down, or a couple of things, ways you want to say it. Maybe write a letter, a time or two to see if you can get it out the way that you like, and then sleep on that, because when you wake up with a fresh mind, you may read it and be like, no, I don't like it. So ease your mind, take stuff slow, take a nap. This could also be once you're on your merry way of this journey. And by journey, I mean in any of these scenarios, it's the onward point of after this, lie has been released. Then just let yourself rest again. Maybe just do nothing. Take a dang nap. Let God deal with it. Let God deal with it. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. I like that for you, Group 2. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a safe trip or safe encounter with these people and both. Just trust yourself more. You're doing this for a reason. You know why. And you can't control how someone else reacts to your truth. And yes, you can apologize and you can have remorse, and you may feel some guilt for having lied to them for however. But again, think of it this way. What has that person created in your life to where it made you feel like you needed to lie? Or who in the past has affected you that way to where you feel like you need to lie and you can't speak your truth? That could open a new door to healing. We don't have messages of that here in these cards, but hey, we're looking even further into the future to better yourself as a whole. But start with the plan that you've got now. Release that lie, my love. Release that lie. Much love. Sending you light, love, healing, and protection. Protection, protection. This black amber. With the power of this full moon. So it is, so it shall be. My love to you. Thank you so much. All right, Group 3. We're here. We did it. We got this juice. Messing stuff up a little bit. I told everybody else to not mind my sleepiness. So I would tell you too. Wow. These have been deep. Not gonna lie. So we're gonna see we're just gonna get right into it for you, Group 3. This juicy, delicious, beautiful, sexy amethyst here. Yes. Intuition. Third eye chakra. Yes. Balancing the third eye and the root chakra, calming anxiety, grounding you, creating a sensation of almost drunkenness, they say, of just that just like not a care in the world, just relaxed, at peace, soothed. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Activating third eye chakra, maybe some of you are stepping into your own intuition, or you're needing some help with intuition. Maybe there's some messages of blocked intuition in here somewhere. But this could also be for anxiety. So maybe you guys are feeling a little tense, a little worried about some stuff. Maybe the full moon energy has been a little too strong for you so far. And you're just like, why? What's going on? Why do I feel like this? We're going to find out for you. Don't you even worry. Gosh, it's beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful just like you, I'm certain. All right, Spirit, I thank you for all these messages thus far. Now let's give Group 3 the same amount of attention and love that they deserve. Thank you, Group 3. Just because it's the end of the video doesn't mean we are ready to stop. I'm ready for Spirit to speak to us here with your cards. So I know I'm getting goofy because I'm getting tired. Anyway. So I was telling Group 1, I think, and just like, it's just a little bit past my normal bedtime, but I'm here. My energy is high right now, but my body is like, but it's all good. Just listen to my voice. Don't look at my sleepy eyes, right? That'll be distracting. Anyway, I love you guys for being here. Thanks for putting up with my silliness, and thank you, Spirit, for the same. Thank you. Okay, I just need to move this so that doesn't get hot. Okay. All right, let's get into it. Tarot cards. Let's see. Three of Pentacles in reverse. No support. Is that what's got you feeling anxious, my darlings? You feel like you don't have a team and feeling some loneliness, perhaps? Let's see. The Fool. Oh, wow. Okay, this is new adventures. This is like a fresh sense of hope. Like, the world is my oyster. I can do whatever I want. Let's go see what the world has in store for us. Like, super, just like jump out of bed. Like, today is my day. What are we going to get into today? But this Three of Coins is saying, this Three of Pentacles, Three of Coins is saying, no support or no team. Maybe you are, maybe you're finally free from something. Ooh, Spirit, thank you, Spirit. I feel maybe you're finally free from something. Maybe you had a team or a job or something that really wasn't doing you any good, and now you're free, or you wanting to be set free, and you're about to just, start over. Interesting. Let's keep going. Strength in reverse. Okay. So we're a little hard on ourselves right now. This is your anxiety. We're a little self-sabotagey, fearing some things right now. This could also be like confirmation of an abuse of power. So maybe you left your team because they were having this power over you and you were just like done with it. Oh yeah, that's resonating for somebody. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, it's like you were in a team, job, something. I feel like it's very job related because it's coins, pentacles. And you're just like, honestly, I'm gonna say a cuss word, but you're just like, fuck that. Because you are rude and you are giving me a lot of anxiety. Goodbye. So that's quite strong here for sure. This could also just be you want to leave, but you're kind of afraid at this point, but like you're really thinking about it. So that could be another scenario for another group, a subsection of this lovely group 3. And group 3 is about creative expression and all this, and the Fool is all about just like, look at me, world, I'm free. So very cool. Knight of Coins in reverse. This could very well be, I mean, honestly, I feel like this is you at first. We'll see more when we get some more cards out, but I feel like you're this Fool. You're definitely the Fool, but I feel like this could also be your energy where you're just like, you know what? This is not a team I want to be a part of because you guys are not cool. You're kind of actually really negative or toxic, or abusive in some way, and therefore you're like, I'm not working here anymore. It could also be laziness, or like, like choosing not to work because you're just like, nah, I'm good. But I'm getting like, you're just like, I'm not working here anymore. You're really thinking about quitting something, like not quitting something. Thank you, Spirit. Technically quitting something that doesn't serve you anymore, but what you're really going to, sorry, how I really should, and oh my gosh, now I'm stumbling. The way I am being told to word it, the right way to word it is that you're not quitting something, you're really thinking about starting something, meaning starting a new adventure in your own life and leaving this behind. Yes, it's quitting as well, but you're really going towards something, right? They say, what is that song lyric? There's a song lyric by the Avett Brothers, I believe, and it's something to do, I can't think of it right now because I'm tired, but something to do with, when you run away from something or leave something, make sure you're going towards something else, not just leaving because you're just in a panic trying to leave. And that may very well be a message for you here. Maybe for some of you, you want to get the heck out because you feel confined, or it just feels toxic or feels too much, or you got some anxiety going on at work, or you're just too tired and don't want to deal with it anymore. But Spirit is saying, make sure you're running towards something if you're going to leave. But for a lot of you, I feel like you're daydreaming about going for it. You're daydreaming about starting new, because of all this nastiness, and because of how nasty you've been feeling since you started working there. Interesting. Like, it's like you don't know. Some of you may not know if it's like the work's fall or the group or the team or whatever's fall, but for some reason it's like ever since you started, it's like you're just anxious. You don't have the motivation to do that or really anything. Yeah. Could be someone stubborn, so I don't know, this could be just like some more like stubbornness that you deal with at work, and you're just sick of it. You're just like, I don't need to listen to you. I'm moving forward. Let's see. Oh gosh, a lot of people involved. Knight of Cups in reverse, Knight of Coins in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is a jerk. Oh yeah, you got a bad boss. You got a bad boss or someone that's heavily involved in this team. Couple people. Yeah, I don't feel like this is you in this timeline now that I'm seeing this Knight of Cups here. This Knight of Coins feels definitely like not your energy as we move forward. It's like your team. Dang, group 3, what happened? It's like your team, you're just like, they're sloppy, they don't get anything done. Wow, I'm resonating with this from a very, 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 very far past experience. Interesting. So your team is like sloppy. You're thinking about all these new adventures and things that you could do if you were on your own, if you were free from them. You got all this anxiety because you're dealing with them, but also could be some fear about making the change that could have to do with it. Maybe your release for this new moon is to find that calm and that peace, release that anxiety so that you can make this change in yourself, because it sounds divine. And these are people that you may even be afraid of, walking away from, or like these are the people that are basically kind of forcing you to want to walk away, because literally this is a jerk. Literally a jerk. That's what this card means. There's a jerk involved, and there's someone lazy involved, and you're just like, this is not a team. I gotta go on my own way. Go your own way. Could be a band. It doesn't have to be like a job, but it could be like something that you want to pursue very seriously, and nobody else is taking it seriously, or they're just rude and the environment's just not right, and it's giving you more grief and anxiety than it is strength and healthy feeling and positivity. Interesting. Look at that, 8 of Swords in reverse. All right. I mean, that's your release. The release is coming. There's new hope coming. Yeah, I mean, Spirit's literally, that's it. It's cold cut here, just clean. Spirit's saying, bye-bye. Then I'll leave them. I like that for you. I know it's kind of just like point blank, like it's just the 6 cards here, but this is literally liberation and freedom. It's like, your team sucks. Just saying. This is Spirit and me kind of bringing it into more layman's terms. You're like, can I just start new? I cannot take this anxiety anymore. This guy's lazy. He doesn't even want to try. This guy's an asshole. Tonight I have just been very loose with my language, so I hope you guys are okay with that, because I'm not always that way, but it feels good. I'm releasing like the idea that I have to be perfect. That's what I'm releasing tonight. But yeah, this guy's a jerk. I'm out. Freedom. Goodbye. It's all about me and my new hope and what I'm capable of and what I'm worth. That's it. That's your message. Release. Release these people. Walk away. Goodbye. Freedom. If you don't leave this group or team, if that's not exactly what it is, it could just be releasing your fear against them, releasing that anxiety and everything that you have towards them because of the way that they make you feel, and being able to like stand up for yourself within the team and find liberation within the team, or within the work or whatever it is. But I don't know, with this Fool, I'm strongly getting that you're just out, peace out, and you start brand new, fresh. Freedom, 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 freedom. Okay, it's like it's almost 3 in the morning, and that's the way it sounds at 3 in the morning when you haven't slept. So that's what you get. Oh man, I'm really coming into my own here, huh? Oh goodness. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Yeah, I mean, get GTFO. Amethyst is going to be here to soothe you, to calm you, to ground you, to help with your intuition, to get you through this process of handling these people and getting the courage and the inspiration to get out. What we got here? These are emotions cards. Oh yeah, let me just say that the information of the decks I'm using will be in the description, and it'll only be 2 listed because the rest are homemade. And this is a homemade deck that I made. I call it my emotions deck. It's written on playing cards. It's intuitive words and phrases. For confirmation, it's a oracle card, or oracle deck. I don't know if I call it a tarot deck, but you know what I mean. Now, time to leave. Time to go. When? When, Lex? Now? Oh, wait, when, Spirit? You want me to leave this group of people that doesn't treat me right? When do I do that? Now? Right now? Are you available this instant, this moment? Now? Okay, now would be great. Let me tell you something. I feel like this is the first video that I've really like shown more of like my personality as a person. Not just my abilities as a reader. And it's really fun. It's really fun to be free, to be liberated. And maybe that's why I'm in this mood, is for you. Because you need your liberation. And it feels so damn good. Now. Right now. Goodbye. Peace out. Look at this 2. I'm literally going to take that 2 as a confirmation of a peace out. So, go. You and Spirit, Dream Team, pack it up, walk away. Yeah, these people, this team, this group, it ain't working. Bye-bye. Time to go. New. The Fool literally is the first card in the Major Arcana. That's why the number 0 is there. It's the beginning. The very beginning. Brand spanking new. Brand new. Right now. Now, new. Third card and final of this little subgrouping here. Tonight. Spirit wants you to do this literally right now. Some way, somehow, literally now. And by the power of this full moon and this beautiful moon water that I have blessed these healing crystals for you with, you got the power. I literally am hearing, I got the power. That big song, you got it. That's it. I mean, you can't get more clear than that. Thank you, Spirit. Now, new, tonight. Go time. All these numbers together that these are written on as well. There's a 2, there's a 7, there's a 3. That's a 12, breaks down to a 3. You got to express yourself. This is for the creative good of yourself and therefore the creative good of all. Because if you keep working with these people, that's going to hinder whatever their potential they have in themselves too, because they're going to be stuck. You may be the catalyst that sends them all. Oh, yes. And it's so interesting. I have been through this way far in my past. You may be a catalyst, will be a catalyst for their own growth that they need to go through. Or else they'll just be stagnant if you choose to be stagnant. But you have the power to choose yourself. And however they react, they're going to react divinely by how their guides show them and bring them and all this and that. And don't blame yourself. Don't feel bad. But you got to do it. I'm hearing like screw them, like screw these guys, like not to put bad stuff onto them, but whatever guide or whoever, whichever one of you I'm hearing, like you don't even need me to tell you that it's time to leave. You just wanted someone to confirm it to you. Here it is. Spirit's telling you, you're right. Go now, tonight. Thank you. Good for you. Freedom. Just freedom. All right, here's the spider. It's the little spirit animal cards that I made homemade here. Creative, that's you. Relentless, that's you. You're not going to give up. You're going to leave this team and you're going to find something better. But be careful about being in the drama, right? Don't stay just because you're addicted to the drama. You know, even though it seems scary to like start fresh, you're better off starting fresh and learning more about who you are and what you really want and what's really meant for you and what team may be out there waiting for you, or whatever solo life might be like for you. No matter how hard it may seem, you're going to be better off doing that. One, because Spirit's telling you to, but two, because otherwise, if you stay, you're just going to keep getting sucked into the drama, and then you get the anxiety and all the stress, and you just don't need it. Because there's only so much amethyst in the world. It can't all take your stress away. You got to make choices and realign your environment and people you're around and what you choose to do with your truest self, so that your inner peace comes from within, not from the most beautiful chunk of amethyst I've seen in a long time. No offense to my old chunk of amethyst that I gifted to my brother. You know? So specific. Alligator. And I'm from Florida, so you know I like this. Another 9, a 9 and another 6. Matters of the heart, trusting your heart. 9, luck is on your side. Expansion, Jupiter, all that good stuff. Maybe a Sagittarius up in here watching. But yeah, alligator energy for you. They're very determined. That's you. You already been plotting this. You've already been thinking like, well, how great it could be if I just left. It'd be so nice if I just left. Stay determined on that. Choose it. Do it. Spirit's telling you ASAP, please. And ASAPP. And tough. You're tough enough to do this. You can handle this, and you can stand up to yourself, and you can stand up for yourself, and you can stand up to these guys, girls, people. You can stand up to them. You can stand up to them. But understand that when you do start new in this fool position, it's going to take some vulnerability. You're going to experience some vulnerability because it is going to be new. And you're going to have to just find some comfort and some soothing in that. And that's where amethyst comes in for you, my darlings. Grounding you, soothing you, calming you in these vulnerable times, and reminding you that you're safe. You got this. You chose this for a reason. Spirit is guiding you this way for a reason. You are safe to do this. You are meant to do this. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see. So as far as releasing goes, what are we releasing? This group, these people. And we're moving forward. Group 3, that's your advice for this release under this powerful, powerful full moon. Now we're going to learn a little bit more about how you can activate all these blessings, or even activate the courage to do this, to get to this release. Could also be ways to cope and soothe any symptoms of fear or whatever you're feeling in trying to do this, because you got the Strength in Reverse card, so you may be feeling very like, okay, I'm about to do it, and then you're like, oh, I can't. We're gonna learn from Spirit, from these Vortex deck cards by Gabriella Rosie, ways you can find that courage, and also ways that you can activate some of these miracles. All right. Cry. I don't feel like you wanted to see this, but there is strength in crying. That's more release. There is strength in crying. You might mourn. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. I feel like you might be Sagittarius or a fire sign because of how jokey I felt reading through this. Like, kind of just like, screw those guys, whatever. I'm also getting air sign. But you can mourn them. You can mourn the fact that it didn't work out. You can mourn that here you are yet again. You got to just try something new, because why did these people end up being jerks to you? Why did these people end up being so lazy and not meeting you with your energy in this collective agreement that you thought you all had in this team or job or whatever it is? And you can cry about that. And you can, whenever you do take the leap, because you're going to, and when you do, when you feel scared or you don't know where to go or whatever, grab your little chunk of amethyst and put on some nice calming music and cry. Because it is scary to start new. You're not just a human, but you're a human, just like anybody else. You're a unique human. Ain't nobody like you. Not a person in this world that is you. You're the only one, and the only one that will ever be you. But you're still a human at the end of the day, and things get hard, and we have emotion, and we can't let it continue to manifest within us, or else we become crusty and ugh. You got to stay loose. You're a creative person. You're looking for your tribe. You're the fool. You got the world as your oyster. You don't want to get all crusty in the dark and scared of everything, Release that emotion. Because even if you spend the first week of your new adventure crying every day, if you take the time to keep releasing what your body and your mind and your psyche and your soul and your spirit is telling you to release, then when you come back with new eyes and the waters have calmed, you can feel the full energy again, where you're just like, I'm ready. Let's do this. What's out there for me? Let's go, But everything's for a reason. Spirit just does not want you to be around these people for this purpose, whatever it is, anymore. I don't know what kind of group it is, but Spirit just says, do something new. Don't just stop messing with these people. And it's okay to miss them. And it's okay to wish that this worked out. And it's okay to cry about whatever it is you need to cry. And by the power of this full moon, I hope that you cry tonight when you're watching this, because that's more release. That's all it is. It's release. It's allowing your psyche, your body, your heart, your soul, your spirit to suffer no longer. Sometimes crying feels like suffering because it has so much energy and power behind it that you just feel like something's just being pulled out of you, but its release is what it is. The suffering is from not crying. The suffering is from holding it in. Thank you, Spirit. What's next? Nourish yourself. I mean, this could be in so many ways. Nourish yourself in nature. Nourish yourself with food that you love. Nourish yourself with media and music and art and things that you love. Whatever makes you feel full. Where do you feel empty? Nourish yourself there. You clearly feel confined and you clearly feel restricted and unappreciated and abused in some way. So nourish yourself by providing yourself freedom. Nourish yourself by sleeping, taking a nap, sleeping on stuff, like sleeping on decisions that are scary for you. Nourish yourself with healing crystals that bring energy to you where else you may not have found such a source in this time. Read. If you're wondering, well, what am I going to do when I'm on my own? Like, how do I accomplish this same thing I want to accomplish on my own? Figure it out. Read it. Educate yourself. Nourish your mind. But nourish your heart and your soul right now by choosing it in this moment and releasing these people. So you can be nourished, thank you, Spirit, so you can be nourished with authentic love, with authentic teamwork, with authentic dream fulfillment, goal fulfillment. You're going to be okay. Self-love, yeah, we want you to be that strength right side up, which is all about unconditional self-love, just strength, literal strength and confidence and self-love, self-love, self-love. So love yourself the best you can. Sometimes that means having a cry. But find ways to love yourself. Find how your body and your soul and your spirit and your heart wants to be loved, and love it that way. And lastly, there it is. Ask for help. If you don't know how to do something, ask somebody. If you admire how someone else does something, ask them how they do it. If you want to learn how to do something, Google it on YouTube. Find help anywhere. This could be also therapy, if that's something that's been on your mind. This could just be, if there's some certain friends that you've been wanting to ask for advice on how to deal with these people or whatever, do that. You're already here asking for help, so congratulations. This is Spirit telling you did the right thing, and Spirit's very proud of you. And this is also your angels and your guides in Spirit telling you can ask them anytime. And if you have a hard time hearing them, there's plenty of people, such as myself, very happy and very willing to help you hear them. And that is an offer. You can come to me anytime. I will help you hear what your guides and what Spirit has to say to you, should you feel so called to do so. And you're not alone. You're going to go on your own because it's doing right by you, because these people are a mess. It's not right for you. But you're not alone in a grander sense. There's so much help available. There's so much information available. There's so much love available. Like I said, I extend my love to you. Whatever time and space you're seeing this, I extend my love to you. You can reach out to me anytime, should I be so blessed to hear from you. And I'm excited, No more time to waste, though. Really, really, really start to take this seriously and break away from these people. Even if it hurts. Even if it brings some tears. But you are tough enough for this. You know you have your eyes on the prize. I don't need to tell you why you're doing it. You know why you're doing it. Now you just have to believe in yourself enough to do it. And once again, with this amethyst, release your fear of these people. Release your fear of leaving these people. Yes, Spirit, yeah, release your fear of leaving these people. That's what you can do tonight. Maybe that's where the crying is coming from. You're just afraid. Release it. Release it with this full moon energy. And get TFO. I love you so much. I'm so excited for you. And I thank you for watching this. And I hope it reaches you well. And I'm so excited I don't know if I'll be there. But I'm just very excited for you to go on your new endeavors and to get away from these people so you can be liberated, so you can be free. I'm ready for you to be free, and I know that you are too. So go get it. Go do it. And thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides, for being here. And, I'd say it's about my bedtime now, but I thank you all so much. And for those of you who watched this entire video to resonate with each group, what a trooper. My love to you. And, like I said, my information's in the description. If you want to know how to reach me, that's how you know. I do personal readings. I offer psychic and mediumship services, as well as healing and spiritual counseling services. And just thank you. That's all. Be blessed. Let it flow. Release it. You know what it is. You know what it is to release. Release it. You're allowed to. You're allowed to. You can let it go. Free yourself. I love you. Love freely.